said, that's not what we said.
Macron started it.
Smart customer, I will tell you that.
And other European leaders quickly followed suit. Schmoozing the president was the way to work with him, and some schmoozed more than others.
Let him fight for about 2-3 minutes, then it's easier to stop him.
And then Daddy has to sometimes use strong language to get
strong
language.
But a year on, and a US-led war later, the president has gone too far for his European friends. But with the war strangling the Strait of Hormuz and the world economy, Trump turned to Europe for help to secure the strait.
We get less than 1% of our oil from the strait. Many of the Europeans get quite a bit. So we want them to come and help us with the strait.
2 days later,
we are ready to ensure safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz diplomatically. However, there will be no military participation.
This is not Europe's war.
Nous ne sommes pas partie prenante au conflit.
We're not party to the conflict, and therefore France will never take part in operations to open or liberate the Strait of Hormuz.
Which was just as well, because
we don't need anybody. We're the strongest nation in the world.
Even though
you need a lot of help in the sense of you need ships, you need volume.
This is why he needs help. The US president's net approval rating is -20, 8 points lower than at this point in his first term, and 13 points lower than Joe Biden. The economy easily voters' biggest concern, and gas prices now $4 a gallon. Someone else who needs a boost is the UK PM. 6 weeks away from local elections, his polling numbers are dire. Hence,
we will not be drawn into the conflict.
And instead lead the charge to secure the Strait of Hormuz.
The Foreign Secretary will host a meeting that brings those nations together for the first time, where we will assess all viable diplomatic and political measures that we can take support.
He also talked about how the war is changing the so-called special relationship.
That as the world continues down this volatile path, our long-term national interest requires closer partnership with our allies in Europe and with the European Union.
With President Trump considering taking the US out of NATO, the legacy of this war in Iran could be felt for decades to come. Paul Hawkins, TRT World.